All right, I am out back where the roof leak was. This is the rear of the house. As you can see, there's the roof. Now, the issue that we had was that about 6 feet up, there was water coming in to the house. You could notice it as it was dripping from the ceiling. It was a slow drip that progressively got worse, and had to address it. So, well, work to get the estimate first, because it's like, hey, we have a leak. There's an issue on the roof. Let's get an inspection. So I decided I was going to reach out to a contractor because I wasn't really looking forward to getting on the roof. And when I reached out, I do my screening first, right? So I just don't reach out to anybody. I make sure I screen my contractors. So when I reached out and screened the contractor, everything looked good. So reached out. I think I ended up going through a chat as opposed to a phone call. And actually, yeah, chat instead of phone call. And, they said they'd get back to me. I was waiting and said, hey, we have a technician. We want to come by and take a look. So I said, perfect, So I set up an appointment. And unfortunately, I had to wait until the following Monday. This was on a Friday. And on that Monday, nobody showed up. So I reached out maybe about half hour after the appointment, should have started. Asked if anyone was coming over. And nothing, crickets. So I reached out about an hour later. And then I finally heard back that, oh, someone stopped by earlier today. So I was like, really? Someone stopped by earlier today? Do you know what time? And do you know if they had the right address? Because I've been here just about all day and haven't seen anybody. And they told me, oh, yes, we had someone stop by. You had a Ring doorbell. Don't have a Ring doorbell, but no one rang the doorbell. So long story short, they said, well, someone stopped by there and the estimate's going to be $1,500, right? And I'm thinking like, flinch, like, no way, like $1,500, like, and what is it that they're actually going to do? Because if we had a leak and they didn't actually come by to take a look, I'm thinking, how do you actually know what caused the leak and how much work is actually going to be required to fix it? So pretty sure that they just kind of came with that number out of thin air just to see if I would bite. I didn't. So ended up going on the roof myself, considering it was a first level roof, not as high as that other one up there. I said, you know what, let me give it a shot. So looked at some YouTube videos, put some things together, and saw, well, my best option, at least start, was to do sealing. So roof sealing requires plastic cement, and what that plastic cement actually does is you actually apply it underneath the shingle, and it will create a seal between the top shingle and the bottom shingle. And when you actually install shingles, you usually go from the bottom up, so that each layer sort of covers the one that came before it. So once you actually put the ceiling in there, the whole idea is that as long as the roof shingles are in good condition, it will protect water from getting in. So as you can see right now, it is raining and there's no leak inside. So I think everything did the trick. But the silver lining of everything is I actually did find out what the issues were. Looks like I have a fascia board issue, which is that board you see right there that is underneath, or I guess right behind the gutter. That is rotted in one spot, as long as one area of the soffit. So that needs to get repaired. And then there's also the plywood that's actually underneath that first layer back there. Also needs to be, actually, the other side, that side, actually has to be replaced too. So the fix isn't over, but the leak has stopped. And how much did it cost, did you ask? Well, I had to get some supplies, but it pretty much came to a brick trowel, plastic cement, and a ladder stabilizer to actually get my ladder on the roof without crushing the gutter. That came to $50. So $50 and 5 hours of my time to save an estimate of $1,500. I think I made a pretty good deal on that. Still have to do some more work, and we'll keep the tally going. But again, the first primary issue was to stop the leak, and with all the rain that we were having today and tomorrow, I believe I did just that. If anything changes, I'll let you know, but that seemed to do the trick. So, task of the day, or I guess task of the day was making sure that the roof was in fact sealed, not leaking. But the big thing that I learned was how to actually seal a roof, and that did the trick. And again, since it was a smaller job, I decided to take it on myself. But learning lesson, definitely screen your contractors and don't accept the first offer you're given. I couldn't believe it, $1,500, right? So I'll have more in store, more repairs, because again, if you own a home, the repairs never stop, but more coming to you soon. All right, thanks for tuning in.